What's up everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you how to fight against late shipment defects on eBay and also how to protect yourself in the future so that you don't lose your top rated seller status. Okay, so I woke up this morning like any other morning. I went to go take pictures. I brought them to my computer. As you can see on the screen, they're on the right hand side because this is how my setup is. And then I list. Before I started listing, I noticed this. Seller level, 0.61 late shipment rate. Very rarely am I ever late. Unless there's an emergency, I'm never late. So I said, okay, what's going on? Let's click through this. So once I get into here, I said, okay, let's go through. So if you notice, top rated seller status, it says 3% or less in transactions that you have to have before they get rid of your top rated seller status. I go to get full report. And I said, okay, there's 4. I know for a fact that I shipped those out on time. So now I have a problem, right? When you have a problem like this, you can fight against it. And I'm going to show you how to fight against it. You go all the way to the bottom, go to help and contact. Once we're here in help and contact, there we go. Request to remove defects. There we go. And all the defects come up. If you notice, I already did 2 before I started shooting this video, but I left 1. I left 2 open, but I'm going to do 1 right now so you guys can see. I'm going to do the Crocs one. So I'm going to click request to remove. And then this comes up. You could choose, it says tell us what happened. You can choose shipped on time, showing on tracking, delivered on time, showing on tracking, severe weather caused shipping delay, technical issue on eBay, disruption outside of my control, example, illness or hospitalization, fire and flood, and etc. And then you put additional info on there. So I said, okay, before you do anything, before you start talking shit to these people and start asking for all this help, you have to check yourself first because we make mistakes as humans, right? So what I did is that I copy this order number. I already have Windows open, so I'm not going to go through every single step because it's going to take too long. But you go to your window where, here, hold on one second. You go to this window where it says shipped orders. You place in your order number right here. And then after that, you search. After that, you search. Once it comes up, then you click the order number and you say, okay, let's see what happened. So I'm going to track the package. Nope, right there. Let's get information. Okay, where's my information? Let's click tracking. See more. Go all the way to the bottom. Tracking number provided on August 26th. And then look at this. Accepted at USPS origin facility on the 27th. I have 1 day handling. That means that I left it or I gave it to them on time. So I have no issues anymore. After this, it's not my fault. The customer doesn't care if it's your fault or not. Late is late, but this is not my fault. So what happened? I said, okay, fine. So I get rid of this. And I go back to remove request defect. That's the first tab that we were on, right? So I'm going to do shipped on time, showing in tracking, because I shipped it on time. After that, I can't do anything about it. If it's on a truck, FedEx, UPS, USPS, it doesn't matter. It's out of your control. So it says shipped on time. And I'm going to type something out for them. I have it copied in one of my other screens because it's just faster, like I said. But I'm going to paste it right here. And it says this and all other transactions that I have shown to be late were shipped on time. USPS or other delivery service has been tardy. That is out of our control. Please remove all 4 defects. Thank you. And that's it. And then after that, you send request. Once I send the request, I press done. And that's it. Look at that. All 3 requests have been sent over. This is how you can fight against it. If you are shipping towards like Florida, they just got hit with the hurricane, then you can put that into your information. If there is weather, whatever the case may be, if you feel that it's not your issue, like that you did nothing wrong, then you can send it to them. Usually they're real good. They've removed a bunch of my defects, but I think you only get 3 every period that they check. So be careful. Remove the ones that are going to be under the longest. Because if you notice, let's see if I have it here. Hold on one second. Let me look. Go back. Nope. Go back. Go back. There we go. So evaluation period, July 1st to September the 30th. So if it's from July to September, so what do you want to do? You want to remove the ones that are going to drop off now, or that not that are going to drop off now, but the ones that are going to drop off later. So the latest ones, those are the first ones you remove, because once the next period comes, it's going to be September to November or whatever the case. So the July ones are already going to drop off. So don't do the old ones. That's just stupid. Do the newer ones. The newer ones are the ones that are going to be on there the longest. And then you can take it from there. That is the submittal process for this. I'm going to stop screen recording so I can talk to you guys about something else. Now, you want to protect yourself for the future. How do you do that? I keep saying this, and I don't think people understand why I keep doing this and why I keep saying this. You need a ton of transactions. A lot. 3% or less is what you're allowed when you're a top-rated seller. After that, they move your top-rated seller status, and trust me, your sales are gonna dip. You might still be selling, enough to live or whatever, but it's not what you would have been selling, because the algorithm is gonna kick your ass. That's what it's gonna do. So the more transactions you have, the bigger or the more leeway you have to have issues, to have problems like this. Whether you cancel orders or whether you do late shipments, then you have a bigger range. So what you want is to start selling more items that are maybe lower price, that sell super fast. Again, like DVDs, Blu-rays, Hot Wheels vehicles. I sold a Charger today for $1.90 that I bought for $2. So I'm already losing money. But I said, I don't care, because I have things that people need all the time, and I pump up my transactions. If you go from, say, 50 transactions, 3% of that, that means you can have 1.5 transactions only that you can be late on. But if you go to 100 transactions, that means that you would be able to have 3. And then if you go to 1,000, then you would be able to have 30 that are late. And it keeps going like that. So what you want is you want to pad your transaction count. Movies are the easiest ones because you can find them everywhere, and you can find them for nothing. 50 cents, $1, and you put them up, and you just make sure that they have to sell fast. If you're not selling them fast enough, then it's gonna hurt your STR as well. But protect yourself like this. I actually have somebody on call on my top rated members only level call. We have a 2-hour live next week on Tuesday, and we're gonna talk about this because he just lost the seller status, the top rated seller status, because of this. And after you lose it, you can't do anything. You just have to wait until it recaps. You can call, well, actually you can't really, it's very hard to get a hold of somebody now on eBay, like to get a hold of somebody on the phone, but you can try and fight it, and sometimes you might win, but usually when they take it away, they're like, you just gotta wait. And that's it, and it's out of your control because of USPS, UPS, or FedEx. So that's what I recommend. Whenever possible, fight against the late transactions or your defect rates. The worst ones are when you cancel. The percentage goes way smaller. They don't want you to be canceling. So you fight against it, and then once you have fought against it, great. If you win, good. If you don't, well, then you're shit out of luck. But what you want to do is protect yourself. So start banging out those transactions. And I'm talking about this. Look, I prefer you start banging out transactions making money with high STR items. But a lot of people don't have access to that, or they just buy a bunch of other items, or they have a vintage store and it takes a while. So you need to have a percentage of your store protecting you. I can't say this enough. If you lose your top rated seller status, you're going to start paying 10% more on fees per month just because you didn't protect yourself. So please do that, and hopefully, this doesn't happen to you. I had already finished, so I'm shooting this selfie mode, but I wanted to include this, so I took the video down. I'm going to re-upload, but I got 3 defects removed because of what I just taught you guys. Check out the screen so you can see the proof, because the proof is in the pudding. And that's it, everybody. I just wanted to cover that real quick today because this is an issue, and I don't want it to become a bigger issue. It's only 4 transactions now, and it's not even a 1%, and I have the ability to have 3%, and I have a shitload of transactions, but still, it could happen. To continue to support the channel, you can always buy a shirt, a hat, or a logo sticker from the store below. You can also become a member of the Resolutions Posse so that I can help you depending on your level. If you get the top level, you get 2 hours live with me twice a month to ask whatever you need. It has been very helpful for the people that have been on there, so I do recommend it. If not, I have other levels and they can cost you less than gas station coffee. As always, give this video a like, share this with anybody that needs to see it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already so you don't miss awesome videos like this. See you in the next one. Peace. And cheers. I'm drinking coffee because it's freaking early. And they're already pissing me off. It is what it is. This is business, people.